everybody, KingTips here. So we're going to take this out for a ride and we're going to do a review, or a quick review. I want to show you guys the mileage that I get on this app. At 98% now, so maybe 120 at most. Okay, so alright guys, I'm going to show you the suspension on this right now. Alright guys, I'm out with the S16, as you can see right now. S16 Pro. It's super hot. I have all my gear on, as you can see, full gear. So really stable, it's good, and the shock is so cushiony that it's sort of like, if you're not used to a springy shock, so it's really bouncy. So yeah, so we're gonna ride it around and get used to it today. And oh yeah, and the last thing I wanted to mention is this trolley handle sucks. It's good for moving some things around, but it's so imbalanced that I can't really trolley this around long periods of time. So yeah, I really wish they put that in the middle. So alright guys, let's get going. Okay, if you guys saw that, that was easy. That hill right down there, this thing took it like like easily, no problem. Alright guys, I think I'm going to readjust the pads a bit. I need to move this a little bit more forward. Just feels weird, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, as you can see I still have 90% battery left, and I've just been riding around. I'm just trying to get used to these pads actually, so it just feels so weird. I've tried it without the pads. I don't know, I got used to riding without pads, so it just feels really constrained. So I had to move these up. kilometers left on mileage, and I have 91% battery. Yeah, I only use 9%, and I still have like the total range is about 120. So it's pretty accurate, I guess. It does drain battery a little bit quicker. I'm thinking I'd probably get about 80-90 kilometers on a range test on this thing. As you can see, my average speed, things like that, max speed. I haven't hit 60 yet, so, and probably the faster I go, the faster I'll burn it. But here's my voltage. So yeah, everything looks pretty good. All right, guys, I'm back from my ride. Give you guys a quick overview. I know I went over it already, but just a couple of points I want to reiterate. The trolley handle sucks. At least it has a trolley handle compared to like the S22 or the S19, but it's so uneven. It's so useless. When you have gloves on, you can't really grip that plastic part of this, or the sort of the metal part of this. It's so slippery. So it's like this thing almost ran away from me like a couple of times because I'm trying to hold it, because of the weight being so heavy in the back, it sort of flips on itself. So yeah, you can always tilt it like tilt it the other side and walk it with the backwards, but that's still weird because most of the weight is here, and you're trying to like think of like a shopping cart without a wheel. Basically, without the two front wheels. That's basically what it feels like. You have a shopping cart that has no two front wheels. So I really dislike the trolley handle. The pads I'm getting used to right now. They're all right. I've ridden it without the pads. It rides really fine without the pads. The only thing is, because this thing flies over speed bumps and stuff like that, you sort of want to have the pads because your feet, like my feet, I tried it without the pads. My feet like fly off the pedals. Okay, so I'd rather have some sort of protection than no protection, right? So definitely use the pads. If you're going over speed bumps, this thing flies right over it, and you're like, oh, my feet almost fell off. So yeah, use the pads. I had to move mine. As you can see, I had to reiterate mine a couple of times during the ride. I actually moved this much more forward now, and this also much more forward. It just feels better for me. So, but yeah, guys, really nice. The suspension is fabulous. It's so bouncy that it's you have to get used to it, because like I said, my S18 isn't that bouncy. But this is like really bouncy. Like, yeah, it bounces. Okay, so I don't think I've and I did do, you can watch the videos. I just jumped over the speed bumps and things like that. It flies over the speed bumps easily. You're almost scared to like how fast this thing flies over. You might like grab air if you don't have your pads. So but yeah, really a nice wheel, guys. Definitely check it out. Yeah, I enjoy it. The speakers are really good. I actually did have some music playing. The problem, I was going to show you guys, the problem is I was trying to record it with my phone, but the app doesn't allow you to have music and my phone, I can't record and have music at the same time for some odd reason. Like YouTube doesn't let me. So so I can't really show you guys, but the speakers are really nice. So and if you guys are wondering how you get the speakers hooked up, it's just Bluetooth speakers. So you just look at it through Bluetooth. So otherwise, really nice wheel. Yeah, so am I glad I got it? Yeah, it's nice. It's definitely a step up, but it gets some getting used to. It's a wheel that you can grow into for sure. And I would say it's not harder to ride than my like 16X or S18. It's harder in the way that you have to get used to the pads and your feet placement, and with the extra bounciness, if you're not used to how it lands, you might feel a little bit, jittery when you bounce into a wrong direction, right? So otherwise, it's actually really good. Yeah, it's really sturdy, but it's friggin' heavy. So I wouldn't lug this around, and the trolley handle kind of sucks. So, but when you ride this, it rolls. I easily got up to like 30 kilometers an hour, just like leaning slightly forward in like 1 or 2 seconds easily. Like it's fast. Like acceleration is really fast on this thing. So it's not like my other wheels where it takes a while for you to get up. Think of it like M10-4. You know how M10-4 you can just get up the speed really quickly? It's like that, but like bigger and heavier. So all right, guys, see more videos. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.